So, welcome to the devotional presented by the Baha'is of Alachua County, Florida. And our topic tonight during Martin Luther King Month is the oneness of humanity. Our program tonight is from The Simple Strand of Love, and we have quotations from the Baha'i writings, other religions, and other cultural groups, including the voice of Martin Luther King. O thou kind Lord, thou hast created all humanity from the same stock. Thou hast decreed that all shall belong to the same household. In thy holy presence they are all thy servants, and all mankind are sheltered beneath thy tabernacle. All have gathered together at thy table of bounty. All are illumined through the light of thy providence. O God, thou art kind to all, thou hast provided for all, dost shelter all, conferrest life upon all. Thou hast endowed each and all with talents and faculties, and all are submerged in the ocean of thy mercy. O thou kind Lord, unite all, let the religions agree, and make the nations one, so that they may see each other as one family, and the whole earth as one home. May they all live together in perfect harmony. O God, raise aloft the banner of the oneness of mankind. O God, establish the most great peace. Cement thou, O God, the hearts together. O thou kind Father, God, gladden our hearts through the fragrance of thy love. Brighten our eyes through the light of thy guidance. Delight our ears with the melody of thy word, and shelter us all in the stronghold of thy providence. Thou art the mighty and powerful. Thou art the forgiving, and thou art the one who overlooketh the shortcomings of all mankind.
Let your vision be world embracing. Hallelujah.
Any individual has not begun to live until he can raise above the narrow horizons of his particular individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. Martin Luther King Jr.
One of the sayings in our country is Ubuntu, the essence of being human. Ubuntu speaks particularly about the fact that you can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about our interconnectedness. We think of ourselves far too frequently as just individuals, separated from one another, whereas you are connected, and what you do affects the whole world. When you do well, it spreads out. It is for the whole of humanity. The Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
That inhumanity constitutes a single people is a truth that once viewed with accepticism claims widespread acceptance today. The rejection of deeply ingrained prejudices and a growing sense of world citizenship are among the signs of this heightened awareness. Yet, however promising the rise in collective consciousness may be, it should be seen as only the first step of a process that will take decades, nay, centuries to unfold. But the principle of the oneness of humankind, as proclaimed by Baha'u'llah, asks not merely for cooperation among people and nations. It calls for a complete reconceptualization of what the relationships that sustain society. Universal House of Justice.
United we stand and divided we fall. If everyone helps to hold up the sky, then one person does not become tired.
Not only are humanity's talents and capacities shared by all its members, but its problems and afflictions likewise ultimately affect all. Whether in sickness or health, the human family constitutes a single species, and the condition of any part of it cannot be intelligently considered in isolation from this systemic oneness. As the present state of the world illustrates all too clearly, attempts by the leadership of society to proceed otherwise is merely to exacerbate the problems. The Universal House of Justice.
Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle. The life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Buddha.
The diversity in the human family should be the cause of love and harmony, as it is in music, where many different notes blend together in the making of a perfect echo. Abdu'l-Baha.
Humanity may be likened unto the varied flowers of one garden. There is unity in diversity. Each sets off and enhances the other's beauty. Abdu'l-Baha.
Unity in diversity stands in contrast to uniformity. It cherishes the natural diversity of temperament and talents among individuals as well as humanity's variegated experiences, cultures, and viewpoints, and as much as they contribute to the human family's progress and well-being. It represents a heritage that encircles, enriches us all, and that must be permitted to hear its fruits in a global civilization. Acceptance of the concept of unity and diversity, therefore, implies the development in the individual of a global consciousness, a sense of world citizenship, and a love for humanity as a whole. In this regard, each individual needs to understand that since the body of humankind is one and indivisible, each member of the human race is born into the world as a trust of the whole, and that the advantage of the part in a world society is best served by promoting the advantage of the whole. Baha'i International Community.
And let it be known once more that until women and men recognize and realize equality, social and political progress here or anywhere will not be possible. For the world of humanity consists of two parts or members, One is woman, the other is man. Until these two members are equal in strength, the oneness of humanity cannot be established, and the happiness and felicity of mankind will not be as reality. Abdul Baha.
The world of humanity has two wings. One is women, the other men. Not until both wings are equally developed can the bird fly. Abdul Baha.
If you desire with all your heart friendship with every race on earth, your thoughts, spiritual and positive, will spread. It will become the desire of others, growing stronger and stronger until it reaches the minds of all men. Abdul Baha.
Thank you all.
Oh, thank you. Those were wonderful.
So that's a beautiful resource called Simple Strand of Love, and they have presentations like that on just about any topic you can think of.
Wow.
It's really,
Wow.
really very wonderful. So what are your thoughts after hearing all that?
It's, it's a combination of ideas and thoughts that humanity needs, and we need to acquire now more than ever before, because we are really one world. We can see it, we can feel it, and as COVID proved, if one thing affects one person, it may affect the entire society, the entire world. So I think the presentation of oneness of humanity nowadays doesn't need proof, needs acceptance.
I came across this compilation by writings, and it talks, if you like, I can read it to you. It talks about oneness and more.
Please.
Glory be unto thee, O God, for thy manifestation of love to mankind. O thou, who art our life and light, guide thy servants to thy way, and make them rich in thee, and free from all save thee. O God, teach them thy oneness. Give unto them a realization of thy unity, that they may see no one save thee. Thou art the merciful and the giver of bounty. O God, create in the hearts of thy beloved the fire of thy love, that it may burn away the thought of everything save thee. Reveal unto them, O God, an exalted eternity, that thou hast ever been and will always be, and that there is no God save thee. Verily, indeed, will they find comfort and strength.
Thank you.
I guess I'm wondering how we go about truly educating humanity on this reality. Because so many seem to be, us against them, or only viewing what will benefit me personally, and not looking at that larger picture of all of humanity and the world and everything else. What is missing in our messaging or the way it's being delivered that this hasn't, that, half the population is in denial or more, So how can we convey this so that they recognize its validity and then take actions that will align with that to try and improve the future for everyone?
Barbara, I go back to the Promise of World Peace, which came out for the International Year of Peace, which was 1986, right? So the Promise of World Peace is a document that came out in 1985 to prepare for that. And my job, I guess the job of Baha'is all over the world was to study that document and then present it to persons of capacity, leaders in our local, state, and national communities. And I studied the document with 4 other Baha'is, and we presented it to our Congressman, Dante Fascell. And in there, it said that the oneness of humankind, the oneness of mankind, is a reality that all the sciences confirm. Anthropology, sociology, psychology, it goes on with the list, that they all agree that we are one human family. Now we have what we didn't have back then is the DNA going all the way back to the first humans. And so it was back in the 1980s when I decided it was my job to get that concept into the schools. And so I started trying to figure out how to do that. And you did a lot of work with songs and, doing things through the arts and little plays and a lot of just playing with people and bringing that concept to life in different ways. And the way that has evolved over all these years is now I'm working on a collaborative storytelling adventure that we're doing here in Alachua County as kind of a county-wide program where we last year celebrated 200 years of history since Alachua County was founded, and invited people of all ages to send in artwork of different kinds to be included in a museum exhibit. So anything that could be displayed digitally could be part of our story. And we had more than 60 people put things in that we could include in this. And so we're continuing that process this year and inviting people to, again, think about these concepts like the oneness of humanity. The phrase that we use now is from the Earth Charter, and it says, "We are one human family and one Earth community with a common destiny." And so just getting this idea that we're all in this together, and whatever we're doing with it, we're doing together. And so we might as well make our story a good one. And we're inviting lots of people to think about it and to create their own ways of helping to express it. And so hopefully by this time next year, we can have a wonderful program for Martin Luther King Month, that we have young people putting together little videos, and looking forward to a stage play next January that would be a musical and some original songs. And it's just a really wonderful creative process that we have going on here. And so I like to think that by this time next year, we may have a way to really bring this concept into a reality right here in Alachua County, Florida. And it's
Wonderful.
fun. I have a great deal of fun working on this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Well, humanity goes through cycles. And if we learn and carry it on, we'll be better off. And hopefully that will happen. Unfortunately, sometimes disasters make that more apparent. Whether there's an earthquake, whether there's a fire, where there is a, whatever. Humanity is affected, regardless of whether they're rich or poor or whatever. And hopefully, we as human beings will learn that life is a process, and learning and accepting and behaving is what's the most important part of the process.
And I think that having a long-range vision of what we want, where we're trying to get, is important. Children are the future. We need to put resources in and education, and if you're scrimping pennies so tightly that you don't eat, you're not going to survive. And if we scrimp pennies so tightly that we don't eat or feed and educate and house our children, our next generation is going to be ignorant and in poor health. So hopefully we will somehow look and plan that there'll be some deliberate choices to improve society long term.
So we're learning.
Thank you.
Every day we learn a little more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being able to share what we have, and help to, like it said, that if you desire friendship with every race on earth, your thought will spread until it reaches the hearts of all men.
That's right.
And I think recognizing what is truly important, people, friendship, love, health, these aren't commodities that you go buy at the store. And that, what do I truly need in life, and want that for everyone. I don't necessarily need you know, 15 dresses or 26 pairs of shoes or whatever it may be, that the world will be better off if 26 people have shoes rather than me having 26 pairs in the closet.
Well, the privilege that we have in our beloved faith is that we do have all those positiveness. It's a matter of reaching out to them and grab it and put it inside and beyond and spread it around and act on it. Exactly what Abdullah did. That was exemplary. Equality.
He gave away his clothes.
And there are 197 qualities there that we need to follow through. So we're privileged with all that. It's a matter of understanding, acting upon it, and polishing our soul before it takes off.
Well, I thank you for helping to polish our souls tonight.
Well, thank you
It's been
for hosting
Yeah.
this.
lovely to be with you.
Lovely program. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for your initiative, madam.
My pleasure.
See you later.
Okay, good night. Allah
night.
Hafa.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Allah Hafa.